And good morning all across Cherokee, and welcome to the Radio Gals with Dee and Denise, coming to you live on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. We're brought to you weekly thanks to the Tuesday Market at Tap Out. Today is special for one of our favorite people in town, Mimi Stewart. Happy birthday to Mimi.
Happy birthday.
And we look forward to having her on the show in a few weeks. And a big hello and thank you to our engineer, Bolivar. Good morning, Bolivar.
Hola, Bolivar. Basura Busters are once again working to keep Boquete free of litter. They will resume meeting in front of the Boquete sandwich shop every Sunday, 8 a.m., pick up garbage for 2 hours, and return for coffee or breakfast. They have picker-uppers, gloves, and bags. Bajareke will not slow them down, but they won't meet if it's truly raining.
Bajareke is the name of the soft rain that feels like a little kiss on your cheek. Aguacero is the one that comes down like a cow peeing on a flat rock. We're here for you guys every Monday with with ideas and events, and we feature somebody that may be your neighbor or your friend. Grab yourself a pen and paper in case we mention something that piques your attention. Do you have something that you want to shout about? Drop us a line to WhatsApp at 6456-8539, and we'll get it on the air.
Needing your burger fix and a place to chill? Bicatas Grill. Great burgers and a garden view patio. Bicatas. Call 720-3208. Dine in or carry out. Open 2 to 10. Daily with delivery until 11.
Who's our guest today, Dee?
It's William Valencia from La Posada Boqueteña. La Posada has been a part of Boquete since 2009. According to their website, it was founded by an owner of an Argentine origin who combines his experience in presentation and recipes with a creative offer of wines and other high-quality drinks. La Posada is located downtown toward the north end of Restaurant Row.
Welcome, William. It's nice to have you with us today.
Hello, ladies. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
And tell us a little bit about the history of the restaurant. How long have you been there?
Okay, I've been there from like 6 years now, 2015. And it's been like a roller coaster. I started as a waiter, and then I was the pizza guy. Now I'm the bartender, and it's been so much fun. 6 years now.
So you've come up through the ranks.
Yes.
And how long has Posada been there? Since 2009?
2009, 12 years.
Wow.
Yes.
And what all do you have inside the restaurant? Because outside, you can just see the big, beautiful marquee.
Yes, we have like 3 spaces. We have the front salon that we have like for 38 people, has the capacity. We have the bar area that it also have tables so you can drink something, also eat. And then we have the terraza that we call. That is like big windows in the back. We have, now with the pandemic, we have like space for 101 people.
Wow.
So we have space for a lot of people.
Isn't that where your pizza oven is too? Or is
No.
that out front?
Up front, yes.
Oh, okay.
In the back area, there is like the grill. So
The grill.
yes.
Okay.
I hadn't even seen the terraza yet, so I've got to get back over there. I know, right?
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff over there. They have events. They have
Yes, we host bingo on Tuesdays, also the trivia game.
Every Tuesday?
Okay, one Tuesday bingo and the other Tuesday is the trivia.
and that's sponsored by ACCB, I'm
Yes,
thinking.
absolutely.
Both of them?
Yes.
Yes.
Because, we'll be happy to announce that weekly.
Yes.
What time does that start?
It starts like 5:30 or 6.
I think it starts at 6. People start coming early if they want to eat.
Yes.
But they come a little early to get their teams set up and things like that. But I'm pretty sure it starts at 6.
So based on the fact that our expat community doesn't tend to move very fast, how about if I advise them to be there at 5?
Yes. So they can drink something, order something to eat, and then they start 6.
And bingo bingo alternating with trivia.
Yes.
Cool.
I think it's $15 for the bingo, and then the trivia you have. There's different teams. Some are full. Some are looking for people. I think it's like $3 to play trivia. I'm not quite sure. It's been a long time since I played.
Yes. Yeah. It's $15 for the bingo card, but I don't know. I don't know about the trivia.
Yeah, it all goes to charity.
Yes.
Well, I remember when we were doing it when we were doing everything pre-pandemic. One of the times that we participated in trivia, it was Stuart and myself, my husband and myself, and Bill and Carol. Everybody else just didn't make it that night, and we won.
Good for you.
It was the perfect combination of questions that
Yep.
the
Just you
the
hit the right
gynecologist, the
things.
nerd, the nurse, and my husband is another nerd. So 2 nerds, a nurse, and a doctor. We had it down.
Cool.
Awesome.
And what kind of food do you serve?
Well, it's an Argentinian style restaurant, but we have like a shirikan flavor. The Panamanians have a little bit of flavor. We have all stuff. We have pizza, we have pasta, sandwiches, we have like meat imported from Argentina and from the United States too. So we have seafood. We have a lot of stuff. We have a very full and complete menu.
And when are you guys open?
We open at 11:30 a.m. and we're closing like 9:30 p.m.
Right
from
now.
Tuesday to Sunday.
I've seen some wicked things come out with like volcanoes on them or something with meat. I mean, flames and
Oh.
big platters with food.
Yes, that's we call the bandeja argentina. That is like Argentinian trade. There is 2 styles. One with just meat, and the other one with seafood and meat. We put a little salt and alcohol for the flavor and the fire. People really like that plate.
Yeah, I've seen big families come and get that. It's really a fun place to go
Bandeja?
visit.
Argentina.
Bandeja
We
Argentina.
have 2 sizes. One is like this, like for 2 or 3 people, and we have the big one that is like for 6 or 8.
I just want to see who can eat all that, because when you're doing this, I'm thinking 15 people.
We also have a favorite dish that is the nachos rancheros, a big plate of nachos, just to
Yum.
share like for 3 people. Yes,
And what does that have on it?
that have the nacho chips, they have the frijoles, the cheese, the pico de gallo, beef and chicken. Absolutely
Yummy.
delicious.
Well, I know that one of the things that Stuart and I like to do when there's live music at the Boquete Brewing Company, for me personally, I can't, my ears are kind of sensitive, so I don't really like it that loud. So I must confess that I cheat, and I come over and sit next to the open window at La Posada and listen to the music at Boquete Brewing Company.
So you have a drink at the bar and then you're able to listen. That's a pretty good idea.
You know, pizza and inside, and the bar area is so pretty at
Yes,
La
it is a
Posada.
nice place.
Yes, we also, ladies, have live music on Saturday nights.
Oh,
It's starting like 6 p.m. Finishing 8:45 9. And they play all kind of music like tango, boleros, bachata,
Oh, I love
merengue,
bachata.
salsa.
fabulous.
Yes.
It's actually interesting that you would mention music, because it's just about time for our first song of the day. This one is La Posada. There's actually a song called La Posada by Sebastian Cortez and Alba Reche.
No se está quieta conmigo, la pierna le tiemblan. Tú cómeme.
Contigo quiero todo, bésame como si nadie pasara. Ven, cógeme.
Se queda muerta conmigo, le tiembla la pierna. Despiértame, ven, mírame. Se mira entera, dale, bésame como toda la noche pasada. Posada.
And welcome back to the Radio Gals with Dee and Denise, brought to you weekly thanks to the Tuesday Market at Tap Out. Dee, who is our featured vendor today?
Well, I think I'm going to talk about Sabor del Eden. And it's a vegan group of people. And I think, are they from South Africa? They're from someplace down around Africa, I think.
Okay.
Forgive me, Ruben, for not saying for sure. But they have really, really good vegan food. Mm-hmm. And they do advertise on Facebook and put their menu out on Mondays so that you can order and pick it up on Tuesdays. And I've had a couple of their things, and they're really delicious. They have soup to nuts. They make a little of everything. So if you want a really good, unusual vegan meal to take with you,
I try some stuff because, vegan to me sounds like sugar-free, which is not something I would ever try.
No, they have desserts and everything. No, sugar has nothing to do with vegan.
No, but I mean, it has that same appeal to me.
Oh, no. No.
I'm that meat girl.
I know,
I want something that used to bleed.
Vegan can be really, really good. So I really recommend coming by, and sometimes they have samples of things once in a while, but come by and check it out. They're just the nicest people. So, and they're at the Tuesday market every Tuesday. Wow, that's interesting. And they're from 9 till 12. And
where are they located in there?
Oh, they're in the lobby by the pool table.
Okay.
The first pool table.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I really recommend you come on in, and we are maintaining Mensa regulations, and we do require that you wear a mask. And come on in and get your different things that you'd like to get at the market, your veggies and arepas or whatever you'd like to pick up. And there's lots of really wonderful artists there, so come on by.
Cool. And remember that the Rock Restaurant in Boquete is supporting the vaccine initiative of the Cherokee Chamber of Commerce. They're offering a free complimentary national beer or lemonade to anyone who has received both of their COVID-19 shots. You just show them your vaccination card confirming the receipt of both doses and enjoy a cold beverage on the house. This will be valid until July 31st. The Rock is located in Boquete, just beyond the feria alongside the river.
And I just did that last Thursday.
You did? How was it?
At the Barack, and we got the free lemonade, and it was delicious, and it was just a wonderful meal. I love the Rock. It's a really fabulous place. I love the marshmallows. I love that you can go out and burn your marshmallows outside. That's a lot of fun. Another Boquete business is offering an incentive. Novedades La Reina will give a 10% discount on purchases over $15 when you bring in your vaccine certificate. This will be a limited time offer, but thanks to Reina for their support.
And Isabella's Bakery is also offering a bit more love. They're giving a 10% discount with proof of your first dose and a 15% discount with proof of your second. That'll be Thursday to Tuesday from 8 to 6 at Isabella's Bakery. I know, right? And honest to goodness, the first time I ever went in there was when she had the Pride Cake back in June.
Yeah.
Because it's so important to me to support all initiatives and all people in our community. So I use that as an excuse to go in there and buy a fourth of the cake.
She has great cakes.
Well, welcome back with William Valencia. He is from La Posada. And tell us a little bit about yourself personally, William. How did you wind up in Boquete?
Okay, well, 6 years ago, I moved here. I was working in Panama City. I was coming to Boquete a lot because I used to work for a global company, and they sent me to here to Chiriquí to see the market and all the stuff, publicity, and then I really like it here. So
it pulls you back, doesn't it?
How could you not like it here?
Yes, it's really nice, and I fell in love, and that's what the excuse. So I just gonna go in, and I moved here to Boquete, and the first place that I went to, I was looking for a job, and the first place I went was to La Posada. They you belong here. So
Oh, isn't
they
that
can be there.
great? Isn't that wonderful? We don't have all that fun stuff that's going on in Panama City, but we have some pretty cool things going on here, and
Yes.
it's such a beautiful town to live in and relax in. And
I really love here because in Panama City, I used to, the traffic and the noise and all the stuff. I have to work. I have to wake up like 3 hours before to go to the job, like get dressed.
Wow.
A mess. And here, I'm just like 15 minutes away. I can go walking. Everything is like near to your house, close.
Fabulous.
The weather is nice. The people is nice. So
yes,
it's
very
awesome.
nice people.
I like it.
Did the new bridge on your end of the town, did that new bridge increase your traffic any? Or are you just always busy?
We're always busy.
Oh,
Always
yes.
busy.
That's fantastic. It means you're doing good.
Yes, absolutely.
And you guys, I'm assuming that you have some combination of regulars here as well as quite a bit of the tourist traffic.
Yes.
Can you tell the difference when they walk in the restaurant? I can. It's funny because I can be like in the grocery store, and I can tell who the regular expats are, because like me, they know exactly where everything is on each shelf.
Right.
Yeah.
I just remember when I came here in 2010, that was only one of the few restaurants that was
Yes.
open, and it was one of the first places I went, because who doesn't like pizza? So, and I always loved their pizza. So, and then the waitresses are so lovely. The staff is very nice,
you.
very attentive. I really like it there.
One of the things that I remembered was, I think it was 2019 when they had the Taste of Boquete. They had that over at the fairgrounds.
Yes, I was there.
Oh my God. They had
Yeah.
these empanadas. And the smell of them wafting through the air was
You've
what
talked about those before.
Yes.
was what pulled me in.
I was at the ferry at that time.
Yeah?
And that's like a secret recipe from the owner, because he's from Argentina, so he bring that recipe. We have like pork belly empanadas, and we also have beef empanadas. And the smell, oh my gosh.
That was
they are
what got
so
me.
good. Everybody was like, what is that? We're like, pork belly empanadas for La Posada. Okay, give me 2, give me 4. It was really good.
So tell me a little bit about the owner. Why did they move here, and how did they come to choose that spot for their restaurant?
Well, he's from Argentina, but he was living in Canada. And he came here to Boquete. I don't know why, maybe traveling, vacation, and all the stuff. And he said that he saw in Boquete, like, it wasn't like a lot of restaurant. He wanted to bring that Argentinian style here. So that was his vision. And he's like, I'm gonna open a restaurant here. So there it is.
What is the owner's name?
Nestor Zaccarelli. And his wife she's from Boquete. She's called Joyce Zaccarelli.
I don't know if I've ever met the owner or not. If I've ever seen him. Is he an older gentleman?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
He's
think
there all the time.
He's there all the time. I think I have
Yeah.
seen him.
How neat.
And you have wonderful desserts too. Those carrot cakes are so pretty.
Yes, and also the coconut flan. That's an all-time favorite.
Coco de
You
flan.
have to try it.
I like flan anyway, so that's an easy one. Well, I tell you what, if you'll hang on for us just a little bit, William, we are going to go to our next song. It's by Nancy Peluso, and the song is Buenos Aires.
Oh, I love Nancy.
Nati,
Chao, mamita.
decile chavo a la película.
Chao.
Chao.
Chao, mamita, chao.
Me empieza a molestar que haga frío en la ciudad. No paro de apagar ese despertador. sensaciones de soledad. Pero ¿a quién esperamos? Melancolía barata en la televisión. ¿A dónde va? Eso es lo que rezamos. Esta noche me convertí en animal. Pude ser un aprendiz de esa ansiada libertad. Es domingo, no me quiero levantar. Suena el timbre y allá afuera está lloviendo. Me empieza a molestar que haga frío en la ciudad. No paro de apagar ese despertador. Cansada de esperar, fumando sola en el balcón, imaginando que alguien me viene a buscar. Apagué teléfono sin avisar. ¿Para qué voy a pedir perdón? Si al final todos buscamos escapar. Escucho que me llaman de afuera y no sé qué hacer. Me empieza a molestar que haga frío en la ciudad. No paro de apagar ese despertador. Cansada de esperar, fumando sola en el balcón, imaginando que alguien me viene a buscar. ¿Qué pasará allá afuera? Comencé a acostumbrarme a ese ruido de la vereda. Puedo rebotinar y poner pausa a lo que suceda. Pero a las 3 de la mañana todos nos miramos cuando llueve la ciudad.
Welcome back to the Radio Gals with Dee and Denise, brought to you by the Tuesday Market at Tap Out. Want to dive deeper into who's doing what?
¿Sabes cuál es la
right now?
cualidad más?
We're falling apart here, folks.
Live radio.
Catch Al Stefani's Boquete now every Friday at 10 a.m. here on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. Would you prefer ambient tunage when you hear the noon sirens? Check out DJ Mike Weber Mondays and Fridays at noon for his Strange Brew music show right here on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM.
Coming up next week will be the August 5th auditions for Tap Out's stand-up comedy night. The auditions will be from 5 to 7, hosted by Michael Schwartz. The show will actually be on August the 12th. You can contact Michael at 6328-7746, and you're hearing it here. This will be my first foray into stand-up comedy.
You're gonna do it?
I am going to do it.
Yay! I want to do it too. but I
Redneck
don't-
comedy.
Redneck comedy. I have some good jokes I should pass on to you.
Good.
Stuff about, okay, here's mine. How can you tell when someone's new in Boquete?
They still set their microwave.
Yeah, yes! The clock on their stove is the correct time.
Oh my God.
It's not blinking. Because after, I used to change it all the time, and now I just go, why would I bother? It's
Yeah.
going to go off again within an hour or two.
Well, we look at it and go, oh, it's going to be right twice a day.
That's pretty good. You guess it. That's my big joke I had come up with. If you're out and about, you may see the two of us having a patio chat about the show over at Otto's. It's not Otto, it's Otto, which is 8 in Italian. Gastronomia Italiana, in addition to the great food and copas del vino. Oh, their sangria, yum yum, is my favorite waitress in town, Abby.
She is so sweet.
She is so darling, and she has that beautiful hair and a brilliant smile, and it's just a pleasure. I love her waiting on me. Say hello from us to see if you see her first. Odo Gastronomica is a gourmet boutique for those with great taste but too little time. Choose from a mouth-watering array of professionally prepared dishes, including homemade pasta, lasagnas and sauces, salads, pizza, and panini, which is my favorite. I always get the Gennaro, which is homemade mozzarella cheese with pesto, dried tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. And the bread, it's just so good. And they make it just the way they want
I
it.
get the sud, which is kind of like a caprese sandwich, except that, you know me, I got to have my meat, so I add smoked salmon to it.
It's so good. Indulge in delicious pastries, cakes, or their parfait tiramisu. You can order ahead at 730-9677. But what's really cool is they have other stuff to sell, pastas and things that you can't get anyplace else.
And I know they also sell some of the products from El Guapo, like the maracuya liqueur,
Yum.
which is,
Yum.
and a nice selection of wines.
So I really recommend them, and they're just across the street from La Posada.
Absolutely.
Well, that's actually kind of where we got the idea to invite you. We were sitting there on the patio going, hey.
That's what I said. I said, hey, you know who we should invite is La Posada, because it's an icon here in Boquete. So we need to learn more about it. I didn't know anything about it. So tell us a little bit more about your place.
Okay, I got we have a lot parking place.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You have one of the best parking lots in Boquete.
Yeah, because there's nowhere to park up there.
There's a problem with parking lots here, so there's not a lot. So we have this big parking lot, and something curious about it is that they're like hand-painted stones in the parking lot that it tells a story.
It's the one that goes all the way around the parking lot, right?
Yes. It's handmade, hand-painted. You can see like a horse taking a girl from the water. There's the Argentinian flag. There's like hamburger, a dolphin, a swan. There's a lot of stuff here.
And it's so fun sitting. You can sit in the park, the terraza, and
Yes.
look outside, and the view from there is insane. You get the
Absolutely.
river, you get the trees, but you can look down into those pretty stones from there.
Well, I know that also in the past and hopefully in the near future, you guys will be a big part of the Cabalgata. And the Cabalgata is the enormous horse parade that is of huge cultural significance here.
Yes, actually, the owner of La Posada was the one with the flag that year. So
He was the standard bearer?
Yes, we have like a big party. After the event, all the people went to La Posada. We was giving away beer, food. Was a lot of food. It was so
Wow.
much fun.
I actually participated in the smallest possible cabalgata back in 2017, bearing in mind that I haven't been on a horse since 1974.
Oh my.
One of the local Panamanians was kind enough to rent me a sweet horse named Rosita. Fortunately, Rosita knew much more about the cabalgata than I did, because I knew how to make her go forward, and I knew how to make her go to the left, and I knew how to make her go to the right,
Absolutely.
but I didn't know how to back her up, and I didn't know how to park her. So I was lucky enough to ride with Margie Brooke and some of the folks from La Ponderosa. And whenever Rosita saw the other horses doing something, she did it. Yay! Once again, fortunately, our cabalgata kind of got rained out because even after only 2.5 hours on that horse, my backside hurt for 3 weeks.
Oh my.
Also, talking about horses, you can see at La Posada there's like a big horse
Yes.
outside, and also the owner, he has a farm, and he really like horses. You can see horses all over the La Posada, at the structures, you know, in the bar, in the back area. Yeah, they like horses.
Cool. So they're going to have a cabalgata?
I sure hope so. You know, it would be possible to social distance on horseback.
Yeah.
You know, it would be the most organized cabalgata we'd ever seen, but and it might be okay until after like the first or second pass with the beer truck.
Is there a bear truck?
Oh yes.
I've
And a
never
band?
been to one.
We lucked up. One year we were living in Bajo Boquete in Edificio Seracin. So our balcony was right over Belisario Porras.
Okay. Yeah.
So as they came up from the gymnasium, as they came up from, what's the name of that gym? The big one in the yellow building.
El Cacho.
El Cacho.
Yeah, Cacho. Yeah, as they came up from there, we were sitting there right on the balcony, and the first pass was magnificent. And they had balloons, and they had fireworks, and they had a band, and they had, everybody was on these beautiful horses, and the Paso Finos were doing their dance, and everybody was, in their finest. And we were like, oh, that's really nice. It lasted for, a good hour. We're like, that's really super. And then about 2 hours later, here it comes again.
Yeah.
No.
And they're a little less decorum and a lot more liquor and a lot more liveliness, the whoo-hoo-hoo, the whooping and the hollering. And by about the 8th time that they came through, there was many less horses, much less decorum, a lot more of the whooping and hollering, and the music was not nearly as good. But it sure was an event to watch.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
I have never seen one. I will someday have to see one of those.
The sense of camaraderie is incredible. I mean, you just feel, it makes you want to grab the Panamanian flag and go down there and try to get on a horse.
Cool.
People came from David, from Panama City, from Provincias Centrales, just to that event. Yes, people really love that. I like it.
It's magnificent, and it culminates with, of course, fireworks on the square.
Next time, it's like every time, you can never really learn the time of anything that starts. Because we know if it says 2, that really means like 5:30.
Yeah.
And it's a real problem
Well,
because...
they'll start thinking about it at 2.
But the problem is, you got to get in there to get a space. You can sit forever. So I've got to get there one of these times.
That kind of brings us to our Spanish phrase of the day. Dee, what is today's phrase?
Oh boy, they get longer and longer. Okay, it's just one of the terrific reviews on De Gusta about La Posada. Delicioso y buena atención me pusieron el partido de Uruguay versus Argentina. Pedimos una bandeja para compartir y wow, no sobró y queremos llenísimos. ¿Llenísimos?
Llenísimos.
Llenísimos.
That means like full.
Lo recomendamos. Is that 10,000?
10,000.
So that's 10,000 con los ojos cerrados. Okay, here we go. Delicious and good attention they gave me the Uruguay versus Argentina game. We asked for a tray to share, and wow, we had leftovers and we were very full. We recommended 10,000 with our eyes closed.
So, William, what does that mean? What does 10,000 with our eyes closed?
10,000 veces con los ojos cerrados. Like, absolutely yes. Recommended.
So we've learned something really new today. When I looked at it online, I'm like, I know it's good, but it's just like, yes.
Absolutely.
Super. Well, with that, we're going to go to our third song. I actually found a version of this song that's done by Donna Summer.
Oh,
And it's
I love Donna
Don't
Summer.
Cry for Me, Argentina.
If I would be like, don't cry.
to the nines, at sixes and sevens with you. I had to let it happen. I had to change. Couldn't stay on my night down and here, looking out of the window, staying out of the sun. So I chose freedom, running round, trying everything new, but nothing impressed me at all. Well, I never expected it to. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. As for fortune and as for fame, well, I never invited them in. Though it seems to the world they were all I desired. They were illusions. They're not the solutions they promised to be. The answers were here all the time. I love you and hope you love me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
And welcome back to the Radio Gals with Dee and Denise, brought to you by the Tuesday Market at Tap Out. And hey, Denise, what's happening around town?
Well, we've got a lot of things as usual. Over in Volcan, Carla Black's annual Heliconia plant sale is still happening. This year, her selection includes water lilies. The Spanish word for that is nenúfares. You can contact her and get all of the information at heliconiagarden.com. New to Boquete, Miguel Samaniego is beginning a shuttle service from Panama City all the way to Boquete. Every Tuesday and Saturday, starting August 3rd and 7th, it will be $60 per person per trip. Miguel's at insidepma.com. His WhatsApp number is 6675-6601. He'll be leaving at 5:30 in the morning from Panama City and at 1 o'clock in the afternoon from Boquete.
Oh, that would be so much better than taking the bus.
Right?
That Arctic Express where you become a popsicle.
Uh-huh.
That, I
Well,
think
and
it'd
to
be
get it
nice.
straight from Boquete all the way to Panama City.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
The Boquete Library Foundation is continuing with its range of options for learning art. They are bringing you ceramic molding technique. That'll be today at 1 o'clock. Under the instruction of Maria Santa Maria, you will learn how simple bottles can become authentic works of attention-getting art. 6830-4973. How about Tuesday, Dee?
Oh, it's Taco Tuesdays at Mike's Global Grill. Brunch Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. with all your breakfast favorites. Bottomless cups of Panama Joe coffee, $4 Bloody Marys, and $3 mimosas.
From 6 to 9 p.m. on Tuesdays, it's Ladies' Night at Tap Out by the BCP Bridge in Boquete. There'll be free shots for the ladies. That one, like I say, is downtown next to the BCP Bridge, and starting to get a little bit of social life back after this pandemic.
Yay.
Then on Wednesday,
Chantel Poulin, what a name, I love that, is recruiting volunteers for a recycling initiative focused on reused and reutilization. Contact boquetefuerte.com for more information.
on Thursday, the BCP Community Chat will be on the third floor of the library. That'll be at 11 o'clock, and they ask a $2 donation. You can make your reservations for that at eventsboquete.org, as well as see the calendar for upcoming speakers. That afternoon, the Boquete Fotografia Club will be having their Zoom meeting at 4 o'clock. Email patrickallenreynolds@gmail.com. Meet and support local artists at Big Daddy's. This is on Thursday, July 29th from 3 to 6. You'll get to meet Belen Luna, Gabriel Lafrance, James and Kay Hahn, and Mateo Moreno. There'll be a contest for prizes, and you get to actually meet these local artists in person. Wow. Remember, Big Daddy's has got business in the front and the party in the back. Live music from 3 Days Rain will be at the Rock Restaurant down on the river beyond the Feria. They'll be performing classic live rock, country, blues, and jazz, and that is every Thursday from 6 to 9. How about your Friday, Dee?
Well, my favorite day of the week, Volcan Friday Market at Corazon del Cielo from 9 to 11. Vendor space is always available and free. Just bring a table.
I know that Tierras Alclas Recicla in Volcan will be having their recycling from 9 to 2. They're located behind the Junta Comunal de Volcan. And Boquete?
Well, you know, I tell you, it just gets better and better. Such a great response to our recycling program. And just remember that it is from 9 until rain. If it did rain quite a bit on and off, and the people kept coming, and we just kind of wait and see how heavy it goes. I only work from 10 to 12, and they were still working at 12. But if it gets just much too heavy, they're going to shut down. Just reminding you that please bring clean things in. We actually had somebody bring us a Pringles can with their cigarette butts in them, and you know, we have piles and piles of trash because people are giving us their trash, and it slows us down, and we really don't want it. But we could see so much changes. People are taking the lids off their bottles. Thank you so very much. And those who sort, we actually almost want to clap for them because it really makes a big difference.
I know that early that morning, early on Friday, July the 30th, the Rainforest Chemistry's Medicinal Plant and Natural Dyes activity will be happening. You'll be joining the Nabe Indigenous Ladies of San Cristobal and trek along the medicinal plants and natural dyes path of the Bocas Rainforest. It includes an ethnobotany, medicinal plants, and plant-based dyes activity. This is a workshop on chacaras fiber and natural dyes extraction, as well as a tribal lunch. You'll be departing from Bocas Town at 9:30 a.m. and coming back at 4. To get in on this activity obviously requires reservations 6621-4108.
Come on over to Boquete Brewing Company for the return of the live music from Monkey Nerve. The cage door is open and the monkeys have escaped, and that is on Friday the 30th.
On Saturday the 31st, the First Children's Choir of Boquete at the Boquete Library. This is free, aimed at children ages 8 to 14 years old. All Saturdays from 1 to 4. Come by the library to join in. That afternoon from 1 to 3, Cafe Con Leche will be playing live at Tap Out, jazz, pop, and standard favorites. Thursday, August the 12th, if I make it through the auditions on August the 5th, please come see me at Tap Out's stand-up comedy night from 5 to 7.
That sounds like fun.
And what about Saturday, Dee?
Well, on the 14th, we got ACCB's second duck race fundraiser. The Asociación de Caridad de la Comunidad de Boquete supports police, fire, EMTs, and in the case of this fundraiser, the indigenous families in the comarca. Food, clothing, and school supplies, games, toys will be distributed to 700 plus underprivileged children. The ACCB will be accepting any donations as well as cash for this event. The duck race will start at 1 p.m. with early betting starting at noon. 3 races with cash payout to the grand prize winner. Follow ACCB. It's accboquete.org for more information.
And you know, we can't have a radio show about our fantastic Argentinian restaurant without including the famous music from Argentina, the tango. Radio Gals with Dee and Denise on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. Our guest today has been William Valencia from La Posada. Thank you so much for being with us today,
Yes,
William.
Thank you so much.
Thank you ladies, for having me. I'm
And-
so excited.
And tell us where you are and when you're open.
Okay, we are located in downtown Boquete, just in front of the Auto Restaurant. And we are open at 11:30 a.m. We are closing 9 p.m., 9:30. Our telephone number is 730-9440. We have pizza, we have pasta, we have meat, beef from Argentina, from the United States. We have sandwiches. We have the most
Empanadas.
exquisite empanadas, and also delicious cocktail from our bar.
Yes.
You have to try.
Do you have any
my-
specials? Yes.
You have to try our sangria and our mojitos. We have strawberry mojitos, mango, passion fruit.
Mango?
Yes, you're gonna love it.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
As I said, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate you taking time out of your day, and we'd love to see you again in the future if you want to pop over.
Absolutely. I got a little surprise next week, so
Oh.
stay tuned.
Fabulous.
We'll make sure and get the link to the live feed out early next week so that you guys can stay tuned and hear about what William's special is going to be.
Fabulous.
Thank you, listeners, for being with us today on the Radio Gals with Dee and Denise, live on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. Thank you to our sponsor, The Tuesday Market at Tap Out, every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. Free entry, all Mensa guidelines observed. Please wear your mask and observe social distancing and be nice.
Tune in with us next Monday live for Michael. Richard Meyer from Sugar and Spice Restaurant and Bakery. I love to hear his story.
I do too, because he and I actually have a tie back to Atlanta together.
No.
He used to be one of the chefs at one of the renowned organizations in Atlanta.
Well, I know him from back in the market. Back when I've been with the market for a long time, he used to come and sell his bread at the market when he was just first starting out, because all they had was that one little building there, and there was no place to eat or anything in there, and that's what he would come and bring the bread there. So I've known him for like 10 years from the market.
And if you'd like to see a replay of today's show, remember that our awesome engineer Bolivar will have us posted on YouTube later this afternoon, so you can send the information to your friends. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Adios.
Ciao.